What's up, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 1. So, last time, we definitely signed up for totally not a scam, absolutely not. How could you even assume such a thing?
Oh, the fierce stench of frat and source goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes, of course. This time.
I feel you, Medora. And we got Medora on our team. Easily the best companion for multiple reasons. We have many things to do, but first what we're going to do is go all the way over to Captain Aureus's, I believe. And we're also going to harvest some stuff because, yeah. They're not using it. I can. You know, we're in the authority about saving the world, so they really should be thankful that we're taking these things. Selenia.
A sight for sore eyes, if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well.
Oh, yeah?
We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success.
I believe that. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command. But rest assured, I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is.
Oh.
Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition, and even rivalry between our orders. But I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Right.
And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, source hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction.
Fair enough. Let's discuss the undead.
The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death.
I'd like to talk about some matters concerning the Legion.
I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you.
There are some sailors looking for work. Perhaps there's a place for them in the Legion?
It's very sweet of you that you are trying to get these men a job. But I'm afraid they're not Legion material.
You haven't even seen them.
Sure, they can tie a knot and blow a whistle like the best of them. But even with a sword in their hands, they wouldn't stand a chance against the undead. And I don't want any more blood on my hands. If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. But so far, none of their participants have returned. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all.
Most certainly. But regarding the lighthouse.
There's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade, and yet a light shines from its pinnacle every night.
Mysterious.
The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out whether or not those are mere tall tales. I fear for their safety.
So, about the burial mounds.
There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them.
And the old church.
There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery.
Yeah, that goes well.
All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition.
You mentioned a pact you made with your legionnaires?
So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
Fantastic. What do you got on you right now? Leadership. Ooh.
Hey, Cal, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Various. You'll only encourage it.
All right. A lot of quests to be done with that one. Also, speaking of quests,
Greetings. These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
I pulled her off you before she could.
how much of zombies do they have?
Much about zombies, do ya?
I'll go in there in just a second. But if you see over here, there's this mysterious chest. This is important later. Well, it's not important, but it's handy. Dusty parchment. Though it appears like a normal parchment, the sheet feels utterly alien in your hand. Of what otherworldly material could it be crafted?
The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
The beast speaks.
You have found the first of my secret sisters, a great victory for the intrepid traveler. A keen explorer you may be, but only an especially exceptional soul will prove worthy of my fantastic treasure. Solve this riddle, and you will be the first of 4 steps closer to plumbing my glittering depths. A full moon, a wedding ring, a wide eye. Which digit am I?
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any
So.
real damage.
What that does is,
I've been mauled. I'll be
at the end of the game, there's a chest that if you found all 4 of the sisters, you can enter the code, which that number was 0, by the way, based on that clue,
Greetings.
in the chest, and it will
Troops. Rivellon's finest
let you
fine appetite serving the seven.
get a rare treasure chest.
Step aside! Step aside! Baka! This maniac's gonna turn me into a meat pie! Baka!
Isn't a chicken's destiny to be eaten? I should catch it and give it back to the cook. A chicken has a right to live too.
Chicken, viens chez papa.
Yippee-ki-yay! Baka! I'm free! I'm free! Baka! So long, suckers! Baka!
Why did you let my chicken escape?
Because I don't like you.
You let my chicken escape? Looks like it's your lucky day, Jack. Now to tell the troops, they're getting nothing but the cornbread.
This is not a victory I feel strong about.
Rings.
I need to get some bartering gear before I go upstairs, because I
Putting her down yourself.
would love to get
For you to try it, Screech woman.
the quartermaster's goods.
That's
Keep
it,
a brain
troops.
behind that
Train
tree.
up while
I'll
you
have
can. The next
Cretin's
orcish
question
strap could
crossed
land
her
at
lips
any
and
moment.
ached an ear of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
A curious situation you've got here. Is the woman in this cage under arrest?
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And what will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under my wing. She'll likely come in handy if I can trust her to watch my back.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Hey, Bear Daughter. So when somebody has an important thing to tell you, they'll have an exclamation mark over their head.
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
There's little in our world more variable than the minds of men. It is the source of great beauty and much despair, and all of it uniquely human. Yes, as you've noticed, we are an unpredictable species, as likely to kill as to heal. It's best to be wary of those you meet for this very reason. Unique.
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I'm still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
So, if you're wondering how to say her name, and if I haven't said it already, her name is Bear Daughter. Like bear as in the animal, even though it's not spelled that way, and daughter is, you know, daughter. Daughter of a bear.
Sorry, sir.
And Bear Daughter happens to be good with a bow, like me.
Sir, no, sir.
Here you go, girl. Get yourself some gear. Now we have a full pack.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned.
You're a source hunter, aren't you? They say you can talk to animals, but I, for one, won't be falling for such a tall tale.
Eh.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town.
Yeah.
Better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say. Go while the going's good.
Murder within the walls, undead outside the walls. And here we legionnaires sit, twiddling our thumbs.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
Attention! About face!
So, Bear Daughter is one of my favorite companions, although she's most people's least favorite. And I think it's primarily because of what she gets started with. Like, she's got air recovery, bully, and stench, which makes her pretty fine. Her attributes, I think, are pretty fine too. I don't see too much of trouble with her. I think people just think the other two are because Medora, she's our melee character, two-handed sword knight, and she rips people to shreds and buffs the party if you build her right, which I will be building her right. Jahan is the one that people want next, while Bear Daughter and Wolgriff are the least favored, even though I think their stories are charming, amusing, and I enjoy having them as companions. Sorry. And it's probably going to be one of those two who make up the second spot. Probably Bear Daughter. Well, we'll see. Hey, Arius.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Who you, dog?
I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number.
Well, let's discuss Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
Regards to Jake's wife, Esmeralda, which we've heard plenty about lately.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
Sure.
If you must.
So your main problem is the undead.
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you?
Oh.
I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
How are you enjoying Sicil?
How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter?
I am, actually.
Sicil stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Sicil.
Tell me about the Legion.
We are the pride of Rivalon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
What, in your opinion, are the orcs doing on the beach?
I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion.
Aru tells me he suspects a sect might be at work around Sicil.
Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Maybe you should try it. Licking certain body parts. Like my ass. Alright. So, what I'm about to do is risky business. But I'm going to turn invisible, which means I can steal stuff and I won't be noticed. As long as I don't disturb something too drastically. Because what I want is in that little cupboard, but I'm about to run out of invisibility. Kaya, on the other hand, do you have... I actually don't remember what spells I got you. Okay. I will just have to simply wait. Yes, just minding my business here in the corner. That's me in the corner, losing, there in the spotlight, losing my religion. Nope. Let's stay out here, buddy. Ooh, goodies.
Another piece of trash!
Fuck! Shut up, man! You're gonna get us killed! I've never used this voice, so just hearing another piece of trash! It's like, fuck. Okay. Got it. Message received. He's like the underpants gnomes from South Park. Ow, fuck!
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
So far, how about you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
But certainly. What would you like to know?
Who or what are you?
Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast, and indeed I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Sicil. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment, for she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet.
Dude, tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours.
But that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Such magic.
Wait, we've already heard that dialogue.
Handy to speak in more than meow.
Isn't it dangerous to polymorph like you do? What if you get stuck in another form?
That'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I?
Sure.
I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar.
Source of
By all
business.
means.
Of
Of course. I hope your investigation fares well.
what happened the night of the murder?
I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt.
Can't remember if I've gone through these dialogue options before. Who are, in your opinion, are the suspects?
I myself have none. Even though
Oh yeah, I think
may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would... And what might there
okay.
be?
Basically, he's saying like, yeah, it could be Esmeralda, but I don't know. Someone mentioned one of your failed experiments.
One of them? Failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in question was referring to the Sparkmaster 5000. It isn't failing, it just became... well, it became self-aware. Frightfully annoying when that happens. You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can help me organize my mess of a library.
What can you we do about the undead that threaten Sicil?
Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. And yet, I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct.
You seem to have a bit of an orc problem, do you not?
You have have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion, they are green-skinned death incarnate. Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl.
How did you design those magical ballista of yours?
Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle.
Fair. Okay. Well, just gonna nab some things while I'm in your place, Aru. Your cat eyes cannot see all.
Striking it rich!
Jesus Christ, man. Chill out. He's right there. You're invisible, not silent. Getting real full in that inventory, though. So you can donate to try and raise appreciation and attitude with Aru, but unfortunately, it takes a lot to do so for whatever reason. Even though he's a character you're going to see nearly all game. You need 9-inch nails. Yes, the reference is to the band. Because I do not believe they actually use genuine 9-inch nails in... well, in the morgue. But... I could be mistaken. More stuff to grab later. Alright. To give you an idea of where this story goes, we're gonna go all the way to... Actually, did I get... Smelly socks? Okay, good. That's important.
A good day to you.
Good day to you. Actually, we're gonna go chat with the mayor before time goes out. Marcius.
Source Hunter will always receive a warm welcome at the Town Hall of Syciel. I'm sure Mayor Cecil is looking forward to making your acquaintance.
Welcome to the Town Hall of Syciel. Mayor Cecil is waiting for you inside.
That's good. Key to Cecil's living quarters. Let's just start things off with robbery.
But you cannot see. The 7 grant abundance.
Ooh. We like cloth. Okay. Had I not been a Swift, that could have been bad. I believe I need to pickpocket this man, but that'll come later. Let's talk to him for right now. Hey, Cecil! Long time no see, buddy! We've never met. I know.
Oh, it's you. Come closer, then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you.
Tell me about yourself.
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Syceal, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Syceal through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
He has a bit of a hearing problem, so if you don't get the jokes, that's why he can't quite understand what I'm saying. Tell me about the issues in Syceal.
What? Oh, you mean Syceal? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Syceal. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
What's this about a staff Pergamon?
What now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though, for the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Tell me about the merchant.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Syceal harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind.
No doubt. What do you know about the staff itself?
The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Tell me about Rivellon sex.
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics.
He thought I said sex.
Ah, you see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, well, they, Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the seventh sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Syceal's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
Tell me about said undead.
What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Syceal's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle.
About Jake's murder.
Jake murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed, I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit, suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
Tell me about the Duke.
An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Syceal is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
Hey. Do you have any work for a trio of sailors?
No. All my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the same tailor for years.
I joined the Fabulous Five. Let's discuss the assignment they gave me.
Oh, yes. The Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply fantastic? I'm sure they'll get the job done in no time, especially with your expert hand lent to their cause. That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice regarding how to destroy it. He's the mad scientist who crafted it after all.
We'll talk to him about his library, probably next time. But for right now,
Dark dealing old man dabbling source. To the gallows, I say.
The gallows? Well, I've heard of such a thing, but I've never seen one myself. I don't think I care to either.
no, ideally you shouldn't. But yes, that's what we have time for right now. So we'll definitely come back to this in the next episode. I do hope you all had a great time. There is more story to be had and great adventure to be seen. Don't worry, combat is coming, but we must pick up all the quests. All right, this has been Osborne, Kaya, Medora, and now Bear Daughter. I have been Captain Zane, and I thank you so much for watching and for whatever support you can give. Always great spending time with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell!